Hello everybody, my name is Rojo, and welcome back to Realms of the Haunting. When we last left off, we found ourselves...
Flintlock. Some sort of gun.
Some sort of gun indeed. Out here in some kind of scary room, I guess I'll say. Now I'm expecting maybe some enemies to spawn out here. Oh my god, and what an amazing turn of events. I had no idea such a thing would transpire, although they are lighting me up pretty good here. Let's use one of our potions, shall we? I don't know if we can dodge those pistol shots, honestly. Oh, well, man, maybe sometimes they just miss. You gotta go, man. No more Hadoukens, no more pistol shots, please. That hurt a lot. That hurt a lot. Gonna have to work on dodging those guys better, finding a better way to deal with them. Maybe distance is a factor. I'm not sure, but yeah. So we've got another infinitely regenerating gun. It's pretty good because you never know when we're gonna run out of ammo. Now, let's see.
Another tower gate. I don't hear any voices though.
I don't hear no voices, is what the subtitle said. So there's a tower gate here. There's one outside. And, there is another one. I thought there was another one somewhere else.
Tower gate.
Magical portal.
Yeah, there's another one there.
Another statue. The voices seem to be coming from the statues.
Unnerving. Wonder who the voices are.
This one looks different. I don't know. That one I don't trust. And then there's another one also outside. And then there's all these things. So I honestly... truly have no idea what to do next. Like, what the best course of action is. I kind of want to go back toward the beginning of where we came out. If I can find it. Oh, that's locked. That's interesting. Ah, right, because it's got the crystal thingy. That makes more sense. Yeah, and there's another fucking thing right there. We can't get to that one from here. So yeah, there's a lot of different gates we can go in, but I want to maybe just try and go in the one that's the closest. And just see what happens. Because we came out somewhere. This is... yeah, okay, this looks familiar. This is back toward the other side of the house, but if we come in through here, I think we go through... not this side, but it was over here, this one. Come out through here. We should end up back to where we were before, more or less. Let's turn run mode on here. This makes it very difficult to control, but there's upstairs. Right, which leads to that. Oh, okay, so I just went the wrong way when I came out of here. Is that what happened? So we can go out this way. But this is the direction right. Is there another one up here? Don't recall. No, that leads outside. Okay. Alright, time to turn run mode off. Banquet hall, right, okay. So I think this... one of these is going to lead to the room where we started here. A little bit farther down. There it is, okay.
Someone spent a lot of time on this.
The iconography has to be spot on, otherwise these things don't work.
Right. Alright, so stairs here. So what is the closest teleporter to our location? Probably this one, right? Yeah.
The gate's dysfunctional, Adam. We're getting nowhere here.
Dysfunctional?
It won't work. There's something wrong here. There's a trail into the tower, though the connection's broken.
Remember what Raphael said about the ire? Maybe it's got something to do with that.
okay. Well, that actually solves part of our problem. We ain't getting in that way. Fair enough. Jesus, that's gross. And it looks like they're all smushed where we walk on them, too. Oh, boy. Alright, well, so we're not getting in that way. This way, right, leads to the rebel, but go this way, and then this way. And I think, well, ultimately, going the long way around here, I think. But, right, so we can go back through here. And, I guess the next closest one is probably not that one. It's probably whatever's up here. Because there was one up here, right? Or was there not? No, I suppose not. But we can go outside here. But this is not the, where we're going to find... Right, okay. I get you. So instead, we go this way. And, we can't get to that one. We'll try and, go to the one of these other ones. I think there's 2 left that we could possibly get to. This is another. Is this one properly broken as well? Right, there's that one there. So there's 3 left, actually. And then these, whatever we want to do with these crystal things. Maybe that's what's next, but let's take a look.
Another tower gate. I don't hear any voices, though.
Okay. Let's try.
Nothing yet. Nothing at all.
Okay, so this one is also broken. This is good to know. Why don't we try using this statuette?
Small quartz idol. Is that a book it's got there?
Don't know. So small, it's hard to tell.
Right, so we've seen a couple doors at least that we can use this with.
Welcome, Master Florentine. I trust you are well.
The voice is some sort of security spirit that don't answer.
And what will it be today, sir? Unfortunately, I was not able to locate the book you asked me to find. Shall I procure a cup of Darjeeling for you, sir? Some brandy, perhaps? Are you looking for anything in particular, sir? What do you intend to do with Hawk, sir? Randall sent another emissary this morning. The Arges still report the intruders are within the grounds. Are there any special orders you wish for me to pass on to them? Belial was by last even, sir. The ward held as usual. Master Florentine, forgive me, but does something trouble you? Your reticence is unusual. The Dodger is close, Master Florentine. Your scout reports another attempt to leave the tower. Sir, please forgive me, but due to your lack of response, your instructions require me to ask of you the library code. I'm sure you understand. Sir, please forgive me again, but further to my request, you have failed to procure the library code. Under your instructions, I must ask you one further time. Failure to reply will result in the instigation of your security measure.
I think we'd better be making tracks.
Failure to reply. Intruder in library.
Oh, God.
Oh god, indeed. You know what? It's very hard to see in here, even with the lantern, for some reason. There we go. That helps a little bit. Alright, it's just one guy. How tough can he be? He's not that tough. Okay. So we got a couple candles going. We can actually see a little bit in here. Unfortunately, the rest of these
Planter.
don't look like they're going to open. Don't know why it's so difficult to see in here.
Handwritten text.
Ah, because we haven't turned the fucking lights on. Much better. Didn't see that when I walked in. I was too busy listening to the guy. Alright, well, what do we have here?
Parchment. Handwritten.
What's it say?
Parchment on historical and legendary Cornwall.
Might be something useful in that.
Oh god, here we go again. It's 2 pages, 1 moment. Okay, so let's see here. Legendary Cornwall documents on fact and petition? Or no, fact and fiction. Collected text copied from source. The Legend of Hell's Stone. According to the legend, the devil was flying over Cornwall with a huge boulder to block up the entrance to hell when St. Michael challenged him to battle. In the battle, the devil dropped the stone, and where it fell, the place became known as Hell's Stone, now commonly known as Hellstone. To celebrate this victory, the people of the town danced through the streets. It became known as the Funny Dance? Furry Dance? Fussy Dance? Is that even an F? I'm not sure. But, moving on. It still takes place upon the closest Saturday to the festival of the town's patron saint, the Archangel St. Michael, Land's End. Legend tells that the entrance to Lyonesse was once to be found at Land's End. Fishermen today still say that the drowned buildings of Lyonesse can sometimes be seen around the Seven Stones Lighthouse, Port Isaac. A short way from the village lies the remains of Castle Damiliac, something like that, where the Earl of Cornwall, Courtois, something like that, was killed by the hand of the King Uther Pendragon. Uther followed, Jesus, I can't tell what that is. Igna, the dead Earl's wife? Elena? I'm not sure. Somebody's wife. Jesus. Tintagel? And with the aid of Merlin, assumed the form of Courtois and to seduce, again, Elena or Aquina, somebody who, I don't know what that says, but some name, who conceived a child and later became King Arthur. If you say so. If I knew the legend a little bit better, I might be able to suss out a couple of these names, but I forget. Let's see, the Cornish, St. Michael's Mount. The Cornish name for this place is the Ancient Rock in the Wood, because at low tide, there can be fossilized remains of an ancient forest, there can be seen fossilized remains of an ancient forest, which once covered the coast at St. Michael's Mount. All right. That Talland, the vicar of Talland, I'm going to say Parson Dodge, enjoyed fame as a something, I don't know, it's very difficult to read. In the early part of the 18th century. Again, I can't read that. Something pronounced Trove, I guess. This fucking shit on the edges of the thing makes it very difficult. Petrov was once the grand house of the powerful and influential Lovelace family. Approximately 200 years ago, the squire gave chase to a white hare, which disappeared into a cave. When the squire found the hare, it changed into a witch, and he further discovered that the cave was a cover led by a demon who the squire recognized as the same stranger who had seduced his wife some time before. The squire emerged from the cave sometime later, demented and totally insane. The squire and his hunting dogs haunt the place to this day. Car Kennejack? Something like that. Legend would have it that many years ago, two miners were passing. Is that a can or car? think it's car, one late night, when they were overtaken by a black-robed horseman who asked them if they would watch a wrestling match on the car. The by now horrified and terrified miners accepted, but found that they had joined a party of demons and that the horseman was in fact the devil. During the match, one of the demons was thrown against a rock, and the two miners, who still showed a sense of Christian love, whispered a prayer into its ear as it appeared to be dying. As they spoke the prayer, the very land rumbled and groaned as the whole demonic troop were consumed by the earth in a fearsome black cloud. That sounds like the ire, perhaps. So that was a lot to get through. Anything new here? Raziel, where the Soulstone Shoal, voice in the tunnels. We could talk about Belial, I bet, if we can find him. Maybe that's... Looks like there's a new thing here somewhere. There we go.
Belial wanted the shrive. Must have been part of his plan, whatever that was. It's over now.
It might have involved Florentine. He was after the shrive too, wasn't he? In the mausoleum?
And we know those two have a history.
Belial. That piece of shit. That devious, pus-faced, evil mother. I'm clearly going to have to finish what I thought was done a long time ago. Despite appearances, he's still very impressed with himself. Bound to make a mistake sooner or later. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, try not to get too overconfident, though, Adam. Alright, we'll grab this. We'll grab...
Quill and ink.
We still need this?
Someone likes to use the old method.
Expensive too. Golden nib.
Now we have 2 jars of ink. Do we need those? I don't know.
Map of Europe. Smoke damaged.
Why the hell are all the maps smoke damaged? That book does not look like the others, but we can't interact with it, nor can we interact with any of these other books. So I suppose we'll take a look at this other document here.
Handwritten text.
What's it say?
This reads like some religious text.
Definitely no apocrypha I've ever read.
Hopefully not as long. Oh my god, okay. Whilst walking Raquia is the place of... it's actually just a little excerpt, or at least it comes in mid-sentence. It is a place of spirit and is something over... is taken over by the power of the jailer? Is walked over by the power of the jailer, something like that? In my dream, I came at once upon it, upon a tall stone tower, where there dwelt the power who reigns over incarceration. He is the aforementioned, and he said unto me, as I walked his gardens, the key of tears is thine, if thou can but solve my puzzle, and there passed pass by my ear. I answered not, and went from the green place, and did speak with one stood by a fountain. How pleasant this place to the eye! How pleasant this place to the eye and ear! I called to him across the stream. He answered, but not for those who come to deceive. Deceive? I think so. With a call like a bird did that soul change in form to that of a monstrous beast, and I fled from the light that poured from its jaw. I walked then the place of Arqua, and was told by the first soul not to unite, or not to write of this place, if I was to receive what was rightfully mine. I left that place and awoke the mark of his word upon my arm to remind me of the past. Through smoke and fire, hail and ice, I came upon that place of ice and fire. Oh, geez, are we in Game of Thrones now? Known to man as hell, that terrible hall of eternal woe that is Sheol, where the seasons differ greatly from our own. being longer and with harvests and sowing at wider intervals. That's odd and interesting. The people who live by the shores of Shoal are able to cross the whirlwind spaces to wait all the places of the universe, can speak all other languages. Other unknown, unsourced documents. Ha! If you say so. More documents. Oh, joy. Well, I guess this is going to end up being sort of another reading episode. Maybe not. Maybe we still have some hope. Another map of the tower. Okay, so this will probably come in handy when we eventually make it back. It's got all the symbols. So we'll look at that more closely once we're back in the tower itself. And then this one, right?
Parchment. Written by hand.
Stone tower. Puzzle. Incarceration. What's all this about?
I wonder if this is the first part of that other document. In my dream, I came at once upon a tall stone tower within a puzzle where there dwelt the one who reigned over incarceration. Seems similar. His name was Raziel. And he said unto me, as I walked the gardens, the key, etc., etc., passed by my ear, answered not, and did all that stuff. I thought he answered, but not for those. So this seems familiar. We've read that before. Or from its jaw, Raziel, the jailer. Fear him and his powers of internment. Fear him too, for he has the power to set all free. Seek him only at the last, for the tower in which he abides lies center to a vast puzzle which few men have solved. Audience is never granted, but his image can sometime be perceived as the traveler walketh the endless gardens of his domain, endlessly striving to unlock the key to his puzzle. His domain is a place of beauty, but not to be looked, for it is the dwelling place of those who have failed the puzzle, and must dwell eternally within the dark prison set below. Those who have a heart and their need is great enough will solve the puzzle and find themselves within the tower at last, where a key can be found that the locks of the world are no match for. Okay. That key is the key of tears, but something close and but tread close and stealthily, for if that presence known as the jailer doth hear thine footsteps, then all is lost and the trap will be sprung. Stealth is the key. All who tread this place, take note and remember my words, for they are true. Oh god, there's more. In most, but not all accounts of this personality, Raziel appears as a tall man wearing black raiment? Probably. His movements accompanied by the sounds of chains and keys banging together. This form is the one most associated with services and state affairs, I guess. He mostly appears in a monstrous humanoid form, limbs stretched and out of proportion, with skeletal bat-like wings protruding from his temples. His teeth are of gold, and his eyes are the silver of the monstrous keychain that swings at his side. Raziel's imminent appearance is always heralded by the loud sound of his key being twisted in a lock, and his departure ends with a deafening crash of a door closing. Author unknown on source documents received from the Iranian merchant ship Condor in the 14th century. Claude Florentine. All right, well, that's a lot to take in. I guess that's everything in here. I don't see anything else we can interact with. So I think it's in our best interest to move on, and maybe we'll try to find the other door that we saw. Oh, shit. Well, a little combat first, I guess.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye. Oh, he's still alive, is he? No problem. Excellent. Now then, we'll find the other door where this statue goes before we try to go through any more of these teleporters that we've been finding.